Hello guys, Alan here and welcome to my channel, Alan Architectural. So in this video we're going to talk about how we can be able to plot out a survey plan inside of Revit 2025. We are just going to study how we can plot out those dimensions on a survey plan inside of Revit 2025. So without wasting much time, I'm going to get started. Now I'm currently on level 0, as you can see inside of Revit. So we have in Revit 2025 we just have kind of like level 0 and then level 1. All right, so I'm going to head straight into level 0. Okay, so now let's say you have maybe a ground level and then a first floor plan and a second floor plan. This trick is actually going to work for any kind of levels you have inside of your file at the moment. All right, so we're going to plot out our survey plan. So I currently have a survey plan which I'll be using for this tutorial. I have a survey plan on my desktop which I'm going to be using for this tutorial, but I'm going to load that survey plan inside of Revit. I'm going to place it somewhere here so that I can be referencing it most of the time instead of me going onto my desktop to actually check the dimensions on those survey plans. So I'm going to insert that. I'm going to import that image inside of here. So I'm going to head straight into insert and I'm going to find import image, and then I'm going to click on my desktop and it's a WhatsApp image, so I'm going to put that in there. Let me just drop that somewhere here. Perfect. So I have my image in there where we have the one. So we have this SGG C2863181. So this, we have 1 here, we have 0.2 here, we have 0.3 right here, and we have 0.4 right there. Now we have our distance in here, our dimensions in here, we have our degrees in here, we have our minutes also in here. Now some of you are going to be lucky, you're going to have your survey plan actually in meters. Now this one you see right here is in feet. All right, the distance you see right here is in feet, so it means we'd have to convert all those dimensions into meters. All right, so but currently my Revit is working in the millimeters. My units are in millimeters. All right, they are in millimeters currently. So when I put in the meters, all right, inside of Revit itself is going to convert that and change that into the millimeters for me. So we are going to start off. So first of all, we're going to head straight into our massing and site, and we are going to head into our property line. Now when you head into the property line, you're going to have this pop-up menu. It says, how would you like to create the property line? So we would want to create by entering distance and bearings, because we have our figures right here. So we are going to create by entering distance and bearing. Now when you click on that, you're going to have this final pop-up menu. Now this pop-up menu right here, you can see in there we have our north and south points in there, but we are not going to be working with this north and south points in there, so we would want to take that off. All right, we are not going to be working with this north and south points in there, so we would want to take that off. So how do we do that? Let's just cancel that, and then when we head straight into the property line, when you head straight into massing and site, just click down there, and then when you click down there, you just head into property line data. When you head into property line data, what you want to do is you'd want to change this to just degrees. All right, you want to change that to degrees, and when you change that to degrees, just hit on apply and then hit on OK, and we are done. So we've changed that to degrees. Let's just put this on the side somewhere here, and we'll get back into our massing and site. Head on the property line, create by distance and bearing. There we go. So we have that in there. I'm going to create by distance and bearing. So our north and south point is off. You can see that, right? We don't need that. So we are going to start plotting in our distance and bearings in there. So like I said, these dimensions here are in feet. All right, this my site plan here has everything in feet, so I'd have to plot and change all in meters. All right, so I'm going to get into Google at the moment, and we have 104. So we are going to start with 1, our lowest point, which is this point right here, 1, and we have our dimension right there. So we are going to start with 1, and we have 104.4 feet. All right, so let's convert that. You can see I'm converting it into meters. All right, so 104 point, let me just confirm that, 104.4 feet. Now 104.4 feet, that gives me 31.82 meters. All right, so I'm going to head into this. So I'm going to write 31.82, and then make sure you put an M beside it. Now, because we are naturally working in millimeters, Revit itself is kind of like going to convert that into millimeters for you. So you just hold on. Now you can see it's converted that into millimeters. The moment I just clicked on the bearing to change the bearing degrees in there, it actually just changed that into millimeters. All right, so we have 1.2. So we have 0.67 as our bearing. Let's just change that. Nope, let's just do it 67. And we have our minute to be, let me just add a 0, and we have our minutes to be 20 minutes in there. Now we have to move on to the next point. So to actually plot out the next point, we just need to click on insert, and what our next point says from 1 here to 2. So from 1 to 2 we have 85. We have 85 feet, 85.8 feet. All right, so let's just go into Google. Let's change that, 85.8 feet. That's gonna give us 26.15 meters. So let's 85.8 feet. All right, 85.8 feet, that's 26.15 meters. So let's just put it in there, 26.15 meters, and let's just give it an angle right here, and 158, and our minutes is gonna be 50 minutes in there. We are done, and let's insert the other one. The other point will move to 3. All right, move straight to 3. So from 2, so from 1 to 2, from 1 to 2 is this, from 2 to 3 is that, so from 3 to 4 is that. So let's just put it in there. So we have 100.5 feet. Let's just head straight into Google. Let's change that, 100.5 feet. So we have 30.63 meters. Let's just head back in there, 30 point, and let me just confirm that, 63 meters. So 0.63 meters, and we have in here, let's just put in our degrees. We have 251. You can see it right there, 251. And with our minutes, we have 42. All right, so we are kind of done. Let's insert the last one, the final one, from 4 to 1. So from this 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from this 4 right here to 1. So let's just insert that, 77.9 meters. Let's head back, 77.9 feet. It's gonna give us 23.74. Let's head back, 23.74 meters, and let's just change our degrees. Let's make that 335, and with our minutes, you're gonna make that 53 minutes, and we are done. Now you're going to see something like an add line to close. Now the add line to close command comes in very useful when maybe you do not have the coordinates for, let's say, a particular site, and you want it to join the lines to close it up. You can just hit on add line to close, and it's going to do that. But since we have all our coordinates in there perfectly, we just have to click on OK, and we get that in there. So I'm going to hit on OK, and you can see we have our property line perfectly in there. We can actually just drop that in there anywhere we want. So we've dropped that in there. I can change the color to any color that I want. So we can make that color actually a red color. All right, so we kind of like stay off anything above that line. So this is our property line, this is our site plan. So we make sure when we are drawing, we design exactly in this property line right there. This is how the site is going to be like. This is the boundary layout for this site. All right, so now this is the property line in there, which we've just picked out from these coordinates given to us by a surveyor. I hope you guys found this video very useful. So this is how we plot out every survey plan inside of Revit. And I hope you guys found this video very useful. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing out more tutorials like this. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. I'm still working real hard on a Saturday. My future I don't see from a mile away.